Thursday, January 29th is coming up, so you know what that means. Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder is coming. Which show are you looking more forward to?
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Between Olivia Pope and Annalise Keating, who you think is a better boss? Who runs ish?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to side with Olivia Pope just because she runs stuff with the men and she runs stuff in the business. Like, she got everything in check.
Olivia Pope?
Olivia Pope.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say Annalise. Olivia Pope, her gladiators be talking back to her. They want to leave. They want to run off. They want to get mad. They be giving her lip. Ain't nobody giving Annalise lip. Okay? Everybody around her is shook.
I don't think so.
I
she
think
was
so.
getting blackmailed, kind of.
Who?
With
Annalise? Oh, with Wes. That's right. That's right. But I don't know. But okay. True that.
Her husband was cheating. She didn't know.
Yeah, but I mean, they all scared of her. Remember what happened.
Olivia.
I'm gonna go with Annalise.
I'm gonna go with Olivia because everything is in check. She got these two men madly in love with her. Even in the last episode, he was like, "I am so in love with you," and she told him like, "Yo, I want you and I want Fitz," and he didn't say like, "Okay, well, I'm done." He didn't walk out the door. And then as far as like, yeah, she, you know, her gladiators, they do kind of wander off. I mean, you know, other girl is working in the president's office, but look, the president's office answers to who? Olivia Pope. They always go to Olivia Pope. It's always about Olivia Pope. She's the answer for everyone, you know? So it's Olivia for me.
First of all, they answer to Cyrus, okay? That's who they answer to.
Who Cyrus called? Who Cyrus just his last episode?
Cyrus called
every episode. Who came in and made him be back with the president? He was ready to quit. Who came in?
Yes.
Who was it though?
Yes, I know that Cyrus was being a bitch baby. Yes, I know. But I don't know, Annalise manipulates everyone. And they don't even know that she's doing it to them.
She being played. She married somebody who killed somebody, and she didn't know anything about it.
We don't know that he killed that girl.
He was on camera with we had the wallpaper in the background. She had to find that out.
That means that they were screwing in the house. That don't mean that he killed her.
Why she didn't know if she a boss? If she a boss girl, if she bossing up. Why you don't know somebody in your house? I'm sorry. It's all about Olivia. I pick Olivia. She's going with Annalise. So what do you guys think?
Let us know what you think. Let us know.
Okay, so speaking of Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder, you know how Scandal has the gladiators and How to Get Away with Murder has her students. So which team do you think is best? Like, which is the best team?
I would have to go with the gladiators on this one. Yeah, because they control the world, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, we got Huck. He in your computers, he in your phone. Like, everywhere you go, you can't get away from him. He probably in this camera right now looking at us. I don't know. I'm telling you. So the gladiators got this. I mean, and we got what's her name? Quinn. Quinn is everybody wrapped up into one. By the way, Quinn. She learning how to hack into computers from Huck. She know how to fight. She be killing people. She's everything. So I'm gonna say the gladiators. They got more power because Annalise, you know, they just kids. They students. They in school.
That's true. I'm going to have to go with the gladiators too. And plus, they're kind of like, on Annalise's team, they're fighting over a trophy with each other. So it's like they're trying to one-up each other. So it's not really a team. It's like, it's a team, but it's really not a team because someone's trying to win out of the team. It's kind of like a, you know, like a survivor or something. You know, basically. You know, you're nice until you don't have to be.
Right.
Until you have to go against each other.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
I'm definitely
or until you murder someone.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I agree. They're fighting each other. They're fighting for trophies. Yeah, so I would say definitely gladiators. So, yeah, so that goes to Scandal. She got the better team.
I agree.
Who do you think handles the more intriguing cases?
With that, I'm going to say it's kind of challenging because, you know, with Olivia Pope, it's always something that has to do with, like, you know, politics or, you know, the president. But then with, you know, Annalise, it's about murder, and this is about, like, current events that's in their life. It seems like the murders kind of pertain to them a little bit. Her husband is now involved, you know, so the case is kind of like, in some of the cases, or in that one, at least,
yeah,
you know, it's involving them. I don't really know. That's a tough one because both of the cases are pretty major. I'm going to say both with that.
I'm going to say, you're going to say both? I think I'm going to go with Olivia that she has the more intriguing cases. Only because Olivia takes on the cases that a lawyer couldn't solve. Like,
True.
you go to Olivia when
You're right.
you are like, that's your final hope.
She's a savior. They always say she's a savior.
She's a pope. And plus, her cases always deal with people that's in the Senate, somebody that's well known, somebody that's a public figure, somebody that's in the White House or works for Congress. Whereas Annalise, her cases deal with everyday people.
True.
So yeah, I'll go with, I would say Scandal has the more intriguing cases.
Okay.
But who has the hotter men in their lives?
Oh, you know I'm a Jake lover.
Me too. I am so Team Jake. I am Team Jake all the way.
He is so sexy. I mean, like, every time I think, honestly, when I think of, like, Olivia's men, it's like I always think of Jake and her, as I said, like, on that beach, the first episode, when they're just, like, relaxing. She's sitting on a chair. He comes from the side, just like...
Oh, okay. When it was in the sun?
Yeah. Yeah, when it was in the sun. So, like, it's like, I like Jake. I think Fitz is attractive too, though, because he's like, I like when he gets his like bold and brazen about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So
When he mans up.
Yeah. So I like Fitz because of that. I mean, none of these men are okay. The side dude, he's sexy though. You know, he's hot. But her husband's cute too. Like, they're all cute. But I'm just gonna have to say I'm Team Jake. So I'm gonna say Olivia. She has a hotter man. Fitz and Jake are cuter to me. I would pick those two if I had to pick them.
Okay.
Over, you know, her too.
First of all, Olivia needs to choose. Like, this back and forth, I'm getting sick of it. Because, I mean, I guess I feel in the end, when the show's wrapping up and all over, that she's going to end up with Fitz. Because that's just the way it works. Like, you know how these TV shows and, you get the guy in the end, the couple that you was watching all these years ends up together. For the most part. I mean, Shonda Rhimes, she's not afraid to kill off characters and do things and go against the grain. So she might do something different. I don't know. But I want her to end up with Jake. But Annalise, her husband's all right. He ain't know that. And then...
like a hot, older guy. Like,
and then she got the cop dude on the side, or the ex-cop dude.
Sexy. I like him.
What's his name? I don't know. King Dingaling? Because, I mean...
sexy.
That's what she used him for, basically.
I'm like,
I don't know. I mean, he's hot, but if it was between him and Jake, I don't know. I like Jake.
They both sexy though, but yeah, I would pick Jake. He just like,
I'm feeling Jake.
He has the cute eyes, and then he just like,
he just need a man up. He just need a man up.
Sexy.
You see, this is Jake's problem. He's making it too easy for Olivia. Remember a few weeks ago when he was like, "I'm not gonna be at your beck and call or whatever. You're not gonna summon me." Remember that? And then she showed up butt ass naked because she didn't know what to do. She had to go all out. She was trying to get him back. See, I like when Jake mans up. He made her beg for the D, basically.
She don't even know what to do. She was like, whoa, like...
she didn't know what to do that day. She was like, oh, she was like, what just happened? She was like, what? So, yeah, I would say Olivia got hotter men.
Out of Olivia and Annalise, who do you think is smarter? And when I say smarter, I mean, like, smarter with... just like the cases that they have, the clients or whatever, and just like relationship wise with their men. Who do you think is smarter?
I think Annalise is smarter.
I was gonna say that too.
She will come out on top because she does not care. She would stab every single person to have it her way.
I agree. Like,
she's dangerous. She manipulates everyone. Like, the whole thing was a setup. And you know what she did? So she came back home, saw the body on the floor, and went and screwed old boy for an alibi. Right? And then she called up Bonnie. Oh my God, are you with him? Are you with him? I don't see him. He's not here. Knowing that he's already dead. And they dumping the body. She is a puppet master. That's why I think she is smarter.
I agree. I think she's smarter.
She knows people. She knows what you're going to do before you know what you're going to do.
I'm going to say she's smarter because she's teaching her. There's main students. But even above that, she has a whole class that she teaches. So it's like she's teaching everybody.
Right.
So I'm gonna say she's smarter. She's a professor. She does that, and she's in the courtroom. She's everything.
I don't know. If it's 1-on-1, it might be Annalise. If it's team versus team, then it might be Olivia. Maybe Olivia is smarter because she was smart enough to know, hey, I can't do all of this. I don't know how to hack into computers. I'm not killing nobody. So you hire your minions to do it. Mm-hmm. And that's maybe true. That makes her smarter.
Maybe, but if you can do it yourself, are you smarter?
Well, now, Annalise was smart enough to get some students to do all her work for her. Because they do all the work. They do all the research. What's she doing? She's screwing King Dingaling.
King Dingaling?
Yeah, she's screwing him at the apartment.
Call him that.
Nate. His name is Nate.
We'll call him, I like the King Dingaling. We'll call him that.
Yeah, like...
And then he getting mad.
Like he gets mad?
He's getting mad.
He gets mad because he's getting played. Yeah. Which basically, if you're going to be in Annalise's life, if you're in her life, you're being played somehow. If you know her, she's playing you.
So out of Olivia and Annalise, who do you think has more to lose?
Like if everything would fail?
Yeah, if everything, when it all falls down, Kanye West.
Ooh, Annalise.
Yeah? Why?
Well, I feel like Olivia has a backup plan. Her backup plan has a backup plan. She could just disappear and end up on... We've seen. They on an island. No one knew. No one knew what island you on. You on some secret island. It's not even on the map. Only B613 or I don't know. Who knows about it. Where they could get their special wine. I feel like if Annalise loses, she loses everything. Like house, career, job. You can't be a lawyer again. You have no credibility. If people find out what she does, she's done.
I agree. So on this one, we're going to say that it's definitely Annalise who has more to lose. Yeah. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so imagine if the ladies had to go one-on-one. Mm-hmm. Olivia versus Annalise. Mm-hmm. Pope versus Keating. Who would win in the end?
It's hard because, as you say, you know, Olivia has her resources. And they're like very technical, like they get down and dirty. Mm-hmm. Like they go into stuff. And then they're not afraid to break in. But you know, they're not either though. Obviously, she broke in to get the USB, to get the information.
Yeah, but see, they could get caught. Like, no.
But they have just like the resources. They go in, they get dirty, they fight, they kill. You know, they kill, they torture. You know, Hawk tortures.
Oh yeah,
he tortures. So it's like I'm gonna say. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say again for Olivia Pope.
Yes, if it's Olivia and her team of people, they definitely win. They dominate because they come in and kill you. It won't be no fighting, body chopping. Well, you women know they there. But if it's Olivia Pope versus just her by herself versus Annalise Keating, it's gonna be Annalise. Like even if it was a straight up physical brawl. Not that I want two black women fighting each other. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I'm not trying. We have enough of that. That's what I'm saying. But if they was to go just one-on-one physically fighting, what?
Why though? Because you think that
she would
like
win that way.
Or something?
She's bigger. She's stronger.
But you don't know. Olivia could work out.
She will take the wig off and like beat Olivia with it.
I don't think so. Olivia's with the business. She's with the business. I think it'll be a fight. It'll be a brawl, definitely. I don't think that Annalise just gonna take that wig off and throw them bows. I think that Olivia gonna get in there. You know, she might be dealing with.
No, she not. She gotta take off the white coats.
Hey, you can be classy.
Listen,
like, no, I know.
Olivia would be like, I am not going to fight you. Like you can't bring a street fight to Olivia. I feel that if she was to raise her fist. Like, Olivia will make a phone call and get you taken out.
What team are you on? Are you Olivia Pope's father or Olivia Pope's mother, or do you like them both collectively?
Oh, I hate the father.
Oh, I'm in love with the father.
He needs to die. I want him killed. I want him gone. He gets on my nerves. I hate seeing his face. I hate when he talks. I can't stand him. I like Mama Pope.
I am in love with the father. First of all, him and the mother is probably the only person that really gets Olivia and knows who she is, because it seems like she's like kind of lost. Like she doesn't know, like, because her mom keeps telling her like, oh, you just like your father, and the father's like, oh, you just like me. She doesn't believe it. It's kind of like she doesn't believe it. But
because they're terrible people, and she's like, I'm not these terrible people.
But she is like that's what they're trying to tell her, like, you are. So basically, like, you are these horrible people. You're just like us. So. Like, I really like the dad, though. I like that he's, like, strong. There's nobody on the whole show, the whole time, who has stood up to Olivia Pope like her father has. Like, when he came in the last episode, he was like, you are ungrateful. Yep. You know? And then she was just like, oh, he put the gun out on her. at the table, he was like, sit down. You know, like, I haven't heard anybody, not saying it was good or you should talk to someone like that, but I just haven't heard anybody talk to Olivia like that. I really like the father. I'm down for him. I'm team father the whole time.
So you want him to live?
I want him to live, yeah.
He killed Fitz's son.
You know why? Let me tell you. The reason why I want him to live is because you see how she got kidnapped right now? Mm-hmm. Now I'm wondering, me as a personal viewer, I'm wondering, did he have something to do with her kidnapping? Or did, No,
I think it's the vice president.
Yeah, right? I saw that scene, but is he included, like, is it with the father? Mm-hmm. Or is now she going, is now, like, is that the point where she's going to be like, God, now I got kidnapped. I wish my father was here to save me.
That's the whole point.
So that's why, and I'm wondering that. And I love the father. Like, that's his position in the show. I love the father. Like, I don't want him to die because I need to know,
Right. Well,
I want to know.
That's what's coming up next. When the show comes back, it's going to be, where in the world is Olivia Pope? And then, Fitz is going to be like, I'm the president. I'm going to go get her. And then Jake is going to be like, well, she's my girl sometimes whenever she want to be, so I'm going to go get her.
And
then Fitz is going to be like, she got lost on your watch, so you can't do nothing. You sit down. Because apparently we know that they all can't work together. Now the father, who supposedly is the only one who can find her, he's gone. He's mad. He's not going to save her because, he just told her, you wish I was still in your life.
So now all this time, has Olivia been okay because of her father? Or, like he said, it's like all this time has she been being able to be successful in her cases? Has all this stuff basically happened because of her father?
I don't know. I like the mom. She's like, girl, get over it. Like, she was like, please. She was like, cry me a river. She loves her daughter. Because you could tell when she walked out the room. Olivia had walked out the room and she started, because she, she's sad. She's locked up.
Right.
But it's like, she had to give Olivia tough love. She had to let her see the light. And she needs to go in the sun with Jake. That's what she needs to do.
She needs to just be in the sun and beach again. That was a beautiful picture.
But she can't. She needs conflict in her life unless she can't survive. That's why she can't pick a guy and be happy. Because she doesn't know how to love. What do you think is going to happen on How to Get Away with Murder?
Next. Okay, this is what I want to say. And I know that everybody's going to be like, oh, I don't think the husband did it.
I don't think the husband did it.
Personally.
I don't think he did either.
I don't know who did it. But I don't think that the husband did it. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing, like, who actually killed the girl. Because, it was really weird. I kind of thought in the beginning, like, okay, she was some fast girl. Blah, 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 she was doing drugs. But then, when you look at it, it says she was a virgin, So it's not like she was some fast girl, because before she had sex with the guy, with, her Annalise's husband, she was a virgin.
But that's because her boyfriend wanted to stay a virgin.
But that's good. She was with somebody that was a virgin. She stayed a virgin, too.
She stayed a virgin because he wanted to stay a virgin.
But she could have sex with anybody.
She didn't. She chose a professor. So she wasn't that good of a girl.
I don't know, but when he had sex with her, she was a virgin. So I'm like, she couldn't have been some ratchet girl who was just having sex with anybody. Because if that was the case, she could have had sex with anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's the first opportunity. Her boyfriend wasn't the first person that she ever came in contact with, to have sex with. It's people all around she could have sex with.
So you trying to say she was a good girl?
No, I'm not saying she was a good girl. I'm just saying she couldn't have been all that bad of a girl. Like, basically, I'm saying, who would want to kill her? If it's not the husband, because I don't think it is.
I don't think it's
her.
And
if it's not the best friend,
I don't think it's her either.
Who is it? Because who would want to kill her? Basically, if she couldn't have been that all bad of a girl. She was upset. She was a virgin. She was in college, was she?
So you trying to say who would want to kill her?
Basically, yeah.
You want me to tell you who would want to kill her? I think it's Bonnie.
Which one is Bonnie?
Bonnie is Annalise's assistant, the one that was there, not the student. I think it's
the
her.
one who
with the bob. Because
that's a good question.
She's a little.
That's a good.
She's a little slutbag too. Because so she was sleeping with the husband. Is his name Sam? That's his name, right? It just came to me. I don't know. She was sleeping with Annalise's husband, right? We all know that. And I think she kind of maybe was messing with Frank, or she liked Frank, but Frank didn't like her back. Because she gets mad at Frank because Frank got a whole bunch of tricks. Frank got a lot of girls, and now he's messing with Laurel from the study group, which is fine. I kind of like them together too. I kind of like that.
He got a girl. She came home and
gone. She gone.
She said he got a girl. She came down. She was like, "What's going on? What you doing?" Blah blah blah.
I know.
Student of the month.
Yeah, I know.
So he got a girl.
I like that together.
That's what I'm talking about. How can you be jealous of somebody that already has somebody. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You
she has
know
no.
this.
She has no
Like,
right to be mad because she's cheating on her boyfriend because she got a boyfriend, he got a girlfriend, so she has no right to be mad. But I think she was planning on breaking up with her boyfriend, whereas he didn't tell her that he had a girlfriend at all. So it was like he knows that she has another dude, but she didn't know that Frank had another girl. But anyway, I don't care.
He's sexy.
I like him. I like Frank. So yeah, I think it's Bonnie. Because remember, the girl showed up at the house, and then she was like, "Is this about Frank?" And she was like, "I don't know who Frank is." So if it's not about Frank,
true.
It's about the husband. And she's like, "Oh no, she's not about to come and mess up Sam's life." So I think she did it because she saw the girl. The girl was crying. The girl didn't tell Bonnie that she was pregnant, but Bonnie knew something was up. And she said to Bonnie, "He can't get away with this," or something like that. So I think she handled that. I think she killed the girl.
I think so too.
I think it's Bonnie.
Yeah, and I don't even think. And another thing, I don't think that Olivia fired her because the dude tried to kiss her. I think she fired her because the girl came to the door and she didn't tell her, and she knew like the secrets and stuff too. When I rewatched it, because I wanted to say, I'm like, did she fire her because she got jealous of the husband? It could have been like a little bit of that, but then I kind of think that it was because she also told her like she came to the door that night. You know, I think that he knew and stuff like that. And I think that she was like, "You kept that from me," kind of. She just like, "You're fired."
Right.
But then she did say you're fired right after she was like, "He tried to kiss me."
Yeah.
And she was like, but she was still asking her question. But after that, she was still asking her continuous questions, like opening questions, like, "So, what did she say when she came to the door?" Like, and she kept telling her about that, and then it stopped when she was like, "And he tried to kiss me. I think it was what he thought I wanted." And she was like, she was quiet. And she was like, "You're fired." So I don't know if it was all that wrapped into one or if it was just because of the husband.
That's a good question. You guys let us know. Why did Annalise fire Bonnie? Let us know. Let us know in the comments because I'm still unsure. Because I honestly don't think she would fire her just because, Sam kissed her. So let us know. Let us know what you think about that. Because, I'm unsure, too. And the reason that I don't think it's Sam, I hope his name is Sam. I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it.
You would say her husband.
Her husband. The reason I don't think it's him because the show is making it look like he's guilty. And you know how TV works. They point to that one, but it's really that one. They surprise you. So, I think it's Bonnie. Yeah, and too much people in her house. Like the kids coming in whenever they want
in and out. Yeah, that was too much.
They all in and out. She staying in, she there all day. She there with your husband, and you not there. Why? When work is over, tell Bonnie to go home. She at the house, Frank at the house, the students at the house, everybody walking in. Like I don't like that. Like,
I was definitely thinking that because the first student walked in. She was talking about she was here to return a trophy or something like that. Then it was the next girl who walked in and started going up the stairs. And then the guy came. I'm just like, how do they just think they can unexpectedly just come to someone's home?
That whole thing was so stupid. That's TV stupidness. They just wanted her to get caught. Because I'm like, if you sneak in the house and you hear two people talking, you know to watch out and make sure that they don't see you if you sneaking upstairs. You hear two people talking. It's not because they wasn't whispering. It's not like you could just let me walk by. You gonna try to peek and see, can they see me? I'm gonna wait to sneak and see when they not looking. You're not just gonna walk in. So that whole scene was just whack to me. That was just fake.
Oh, I'm here. Did you see me?
Yeah,
I'm just here. Get the door. Did you? They're like, no. Okay, and then. Something else that we want to talk about. Zell mentioned something to me that I didn't know.
So we know that Shonda Rhimes writes both of these shows. So the only thing that I noticed is that I see the same storyline in Scandal and in How to Get Away with Murder. Number one is that in a previous episode, David blackmailed some politician guy. And, at the end of the day, the politician guy committed suicide. And David felt all bad about it. Then, like in the next week's episode of How to Get Away with Murder, Connor, remember that guy who the woman was like she was a broker or something, and Connor had sex with that dude, and he was the one that found out that the dude was the one who was stealing all her stuff, or who put the pictures out with the video. I don't know. He was screwing the boss over. Well, remember when dude just, he just laid back out the window and fell out, and then Connor felt all bad because he committed suicide. So it's the same storyline in two different shows. I noticed it, and Bitch Baby came up twice. We all know, Olivia, calling out Cyrus being a bitch baby. And then remember in How to Get Away with Murder, it was the scene where they were burying the body. And Michaela, she didn't want to do anything. She didn't want to get her hands dirty. Right? And then Connor said to her, don't be a bitch baby. I was like, what's this bitch baby? Is that the word? Is that the lingo?
Bitch baby. Don't be a bitch baby.
Yeah, that's the lingo in Shondaland, I guess. Bitch baby. But
Bitch
yeah,
baby.
I mean, the bitch baby I could let slide. That's okay. But the whole same storyline in 2 different shows,
It's not cool.
she's pitching the same thing to both teams of writers. At least spread it apart so we don't notice. You know the shows come on back to back.
Seasons or something.
Or something, you know. But other than that, I think How to Get Away with Murder, I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm looking forward to that just a little bit more than Scandal. Are you looking more forward to Scandal?
I'm looking more forward to Scandal. Thank you guys for watching. It was so exciting. What are you going to watch January 29th? Both?
Let us know, who do you think took Olivia Pope and who's going to be the one to get her back. And for How to Get Away with Murder, let us know who you think really killed Lila Sangard. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Bye!